And with Bishop's permission, I'd like just to share a thought. Or maybe 14. First thing is, Bishop, we thank you very, very much for being here to celebrate the anniversary. Your presence here is a consolation for all of us, and we know your schedule is very packed, and it's incredibly generous of you to be here. And Bishop, your reference to the sushi pay, St. Ignatius' prayer, wasn't just a nice move, it was an act of terrific kindness. And I'll always be grateful, and I tell you, if I live to be 105, that's the way I'll remember you, for including that prayer. It was incredibly generous and gracious of you to do that. And Bishop, I'd like you to know a little bit more about the people you're about to bless with the final blessing. The people here tonight are the spiritual descendants of the pioneers who, in 1865, built the little church across the river. And Bishop, it was a great day when Bishop James Roosevelt Bailey, the first Bishop of Newark, came to dedicate that church. It's been a lot of great days since. And the people that you see here tonight are the ones who hold very, very high the torch of faith that was lighted when your predecessor dedicated that church in 1865. They've held that torch high for a long time, and never have they held it higher than they did this year. You've had a lot of help over these 150 years from inspired bishops and great pastors, including most recently Father Cole, who gave 30 years of his life to this mission. And for the last 12 months, these parishioners of ours have been renewing their commitments, as you mentioned so well in your very memorable sermon. They've renewed their commitment to remain forever a member of Christ, who is priest and prophet and king. They are people of prayer, people who console and people who challenge. And as kings, they are the ones who build community. As people of prayer for this last year, they've purchased their new Bibles and they've read them. They've purchased their Go Bibles and listened to them. And they've been asking better questions ever since. Bishop, the people you see here tonight have been bringing their lapsed Catholic friends back to church in this year of renewed prayer. Not a week goes by that at my station by the door I don't hear, "I'm a friend of so-and-so." And it's because the people in the pews are telling their neighbors and their friends that Jesus Christ is credible and the Roman Church is a beautiful and inspired organization, and they can experience that here. They've renewed their commitment to liturgical ministries. They've shared in mornings of recollection and the sacrament of reconciliation. They've renewed their scripture studies and their spiritual development. As prophets, they have been implementing inspired and very inspiring points of light projects. These projects answer the Holy Father's call to a special year of mercy. As you'll see in our parish video and on the walls in the gathering space, people of all ages, I think our youngest on record is 4 and our oldest is 92, have been giving drink to the thirsty and feeding the hungry. They've truly been clothing the naked. They've provided homes to the homeless. They've been visiting the sick and letting no one go forgotten. They bury the dead and they rescue the stranded. They've been exceptional vineyard workers this year. And although we don't have photographic evidence, I assure you that their work on the spiritual work of mercies has been no less robust. As kings, they've been extraordinary stewards of the community that God has given us and handed to us over these 150 years. They've built it up physically, they've built it up relationally. They've been chopping troublesome trees out of our woods and repairing broken fences and walls. They've modernized our kitchen and refreshed the Blessed Sacrament Chapel. They've completed scores of church improvement projects, and they've had great fun this year, with record turnouts for the picnics and the plays and the musicals and the fish fries and the special events of all sorts. And they've been selling hot dogs at Patriot Stadium like never before. The pictures on the walls tell all these stories. And Bishop Cecchio, as you go to bless these people, I trust that your blessing truly will keep the flame of faith alive in all these hearts. And Bishop, your blessing will help them to be even more inspired and inspiring priests and prophets and kings. And Bishop, I know that your blessing will help them stay focused on those 3 life-changing questions and the answers. To the questions, what have I done for Jesus Christ? What am I doing for Jesus Christ? What will I do for Jesus Christ? Bishop Cecchio, may God bless you as you exercise your ministry. May you feel our devotion and our affection. And Bishop, may God bless you as you bless these lovable, beloved, and oh so loving disciples of Jesus Christ. And as you launch them into their next 150 years. God bless you. God bless you.
Thanks. Well done.